Okay folks, we're in Tango Towers Chapel and I've got my assistant today, Simon, and we're going to open some stuff that's been kindly sent. So, not the right angle, this tripod's not very long. So let's see if we can open this up with a screwdriver. All donations which can be utilised, and some of them can be sold on to help keep our 77 repeater running. Wow, this looks interesting stuff. A dinky microphone. A York 863 front. In better condition than most, I see. A Rotel 240 front. A Maxcom 30E front. A York 863, which probably had that front one, and is, well, it looks complete, to be honest.
Looks in reasonable condition.
Right. That might be doable.
Possibility.
This isn't doable. It's a Rotel 240 once. Bit of a bracket there. Right.
Might stand more of a chance if it's got all the components.
It's another high-end set, isn't it?
It's got a few wires disconnected that I can see.
Yep. Right.
Oh, one of them.
Bass mic. Some lids, which probably go with some of those. Now, is that a Mustang bracket or is that a Fidelity 1000 bracket?
Midland.
A Midland mic for a model I don't recognise. A Murphy DS602, a Maxcom business radio mic, and a Maxcom CB mic of the type that is unlikely to work because the inserts fail because of the glue they used at the factory. What else have we got? A standard replacement mic.
Looks just like the Midland one.
Another Murphy DS602 microphone. Obviously the mics last longer than the radios. A standard replacement mic of the nicest type. I can't even get those nowadays. Some side screws. Some England flags to put to wave the Union Jack at and annoy the council. Some mic inserts. A bit more front. Rotel 240 bracket. And a Tandy mic head. Now the person who sent this doesn't know how much I want this, because I bought one of these Tandy mics from the United States and I paid about 30 something pounds because it exactly matches, of course, those realistic 1001 handhelds, and it goes without saying that the insert was open circuit, so I've been hoping to get one come so we can take the insert out of it. So there we go. This is probably even a better condition head. So I'm going to keep that out because I've got a project for that straight away. So that's our first box. put that to one side. We've got some. Where did the valves go? Oh, there, Simon. So we were kindly sent some valves for two different series of radios, valve radios. So this is an EL41, isn't it? No, it's actually an EL84. That's very, very useful. Thank you to that person. So we've got two kind of series of valves. Some of these are the ones with the pip. So it's the series like ECH42, whereas these B9As, or is it B9G, like the CL84, they don't have that pip, so they're a different type of base. So the particular radio you had these out of are that type of aero base. Those kind of valves were popular around about the late 1940s, whereas these ones, well, they're still made today. So there we go. So that's very useful, and thank you very much to that person. So we've got another box.
And there's...
I'll just trip over the camcorder. See, something as stupid as that mic head. The person donating these has absolutely no idea about that I've just said. So what might be a bit of tat can turn out to be really, really useful. The note with that, we won't show that.
I think it's just saying what's in there.
Yes, so we don't... Oh, right. So look, this is a valve radio, isn't it? I'll do that after. We'll take the box off. We'll put that in later. So what's that say? York JCB 861 mic. Thunderpole T1100 mic. I'm working on a Thunderpole set right now, and it's not the right connector. Complete radios. Thunderpole T1100, T1000.
On the label
Rotel 240.
Looks in nice condition,
Does.
that one.
York 861.
It looks good, isn't it?
Yep. That's two sets with the same innards. Fidelity 2000 missing plate. We'll see what that plate is one day. Oh yeah, that's not a problem. Fidelity 2000 with the escutcheon missing at the top. I can order one of those from Matey, who does them in plastic. So that's another Cybernet 134. So that's three radios which are the same chassis. And finally, what's this? Oh, it's a Binatone Route 66. I've got a story to tell you lot. And it's the stroke A version, so it's the late version, like we did the other day. So, thank you very much for those. We've got a T1000 instruction book with some service information, which is really good. So that's that, thank you. Now then, this valve radio, and I mustn't forget to tell you the story about the Route 66. It'll be a battery mains valve radio. Of course, those batteries you had for these were those 90-volt ones, which have long since disappeared off the market. So that is a very sortable product. Obviously, we'll overhaul that as a mains radio. Medium and long wave.
You can get the mains packs to run them off anyway, can't you?
But it's a built-in power supply, so
yeah,
it's already mains.
Oh, right.
So that's... We've got it's Pilot BM90. He's got the service sheet here. We've probably got a better copy of this because I've got the original. And we'll be able to do a recap on that and sort it out. Just looking... Trying to see quickly what the valves are. I I would think they're going to be like DL90 and so on. I just can't quickly see. They're going to be 1.5 volt heaters, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, 1S1, 1T4, 1S3. So the same series as I was saying, like the D series, which is 1.5 volts, but it's using the American numbering there. So there we go. That's really fun. We'll be able to do a good video on that. So I'm just going to swing the camera around, and we've got Mr. Gentleman from Trucking and Farming came, and today's job is to fix the T800 Thunderbolt T800 radio, which has been on 36 volts and it stopped working for some reason. So anyway, here we go. So what was I saying about that Route 66? Well, he's looked this out. It's a Mark 1. So we showed the Mark 2 the other day. We've got that Mark 2 which is in bits. We've now got a Mark 2 which is probably complete, and then there's some forthcoming attractions here. York 861, Donita 3000, I think that's the multi version, Radiomobile 201, Intec M150. What I like about those is they look like business radios. And then Midland 3001, which he says is immaculate but came from a fiddler. And then we've got a Maxcom MX 2000, so they're going to be forthcoming attractions. He's also lent me a Uniden 300 base station, so we can copy the wiring, so we can actually get that customer's one finished and back to the customer, which I did show it on it on the air test. And if you remember, there was a half-second delay on the audio, so I need to get to the bottom of that. It's going to be a capacitor for it somewhere, or it could be a transistor which is being a bit stubborn to conduct. But once the PA is working, we can then prove which part of the circuit it's in, which makes fault finding so much quicker. So there we go, some very kind gifts to all those people who have sent those in. Thank you very much, and it keeps the GB3GR 77 repeater site rental paid. Thanks for watching.